Shalom Aleichem. Let's talk about Purim that falls on Erev Shabbat, which makes the preparation for Shabbat and the festival of Purim very, very tight. Let's see what you do with the Seudah. Seudat Purim should be done early because one is not permitted to come to Shabbat with a full stomach. He needs to be hungry with appetite for Seudat Shabbat. Seudat Shabbat is the Oraita, and therefore Chachamim restricted not eating a big meal on Erev Shabbat. There are exceptions, but normally Erev Shabbat one is not permitted to do a big meal unless the Simcha has to be done on Erev Shabbat. Like for instance, if a person has a Brit Milah, Pidyon Ben, that has to be on Erev Shabbat, then they do a Seudah for that Simcha, for that occasion, early in the day. Same thing would be on Purim that falls on Erev Shabbat. When should the Seudah be? The Rama writes that it should be before midday, before Chatzot. And if one is really stressed and he wasn't able to do it, he can do it before the 10th hour of the day. So Chatzot will be the 6th hour of the day, not 12 o'clock according to the clock that we have, but rather it goes according to Sha'ot Zmaniyot. Each one can check when is that on the Jewish calendar. So, as I said, lechatchila one should have the Seudat Purim before Chatzot Hayom. If he wasn't able, it's very tight, it's very hard, one can do it before the 10th hour of the day. The Seudah, lechatchila, should be with bread. There is a machloket in the poskim whether it should be with bread or not. Lechatchila one should be makpid to wash on bread, should be with meat and wine, a real Seudah, not something simple, just eating dairy, a bagel with cream cheese. That's not what it is. It's a Seudah of Yom Tov, of Chag Purim. It's one of the mitzvot of Purim, Seudah, and it has to be in the day. You can't do it in the night before. Because the day is so tight, so one maybe should make the time and pray early enough that he'll be able to perform all the mitzvot of Purim. Because if you wake up a little late on Purim, by the time you go to Shul to daven and you hear the Megillah, it takes about 2 hours for the whole thing, between an hour and a half to 2 hours. You're already running late in the day, and now you have to do Mishloach Manot, Matanot Le'Evyonim, and the Seudah, so you're very, very tight on time. Therefore, one should try to calculate and pray a little bit early. This way, by the time he comes back home, his wife can go to shul and he can stay with the kids if they have kids, and go to give their mishloach manot and other mitzvot of the day while trying to make the Seudah on time. If you do the calculation correctly, you'll be able to perform all the mitzvot of Purim on a timely manner, and then make the Seudah and finish it on time, say the Birkat Hamazon, and come on time for preparation for Shabbat, praying Mincha, and so on, everything on a timely manner.